Good morning, dear students. Once again, I welcome all of you in my online class. Today, I would like to begin the third content of our English book, that is Dust of Snow by Robert Frost. Dust of Snow is a poem written by Robert Frost. Students, let us come to know about the writer Robert Frost. Robert Frost is an American writer and he is best known for his realistic poet. Most of his poems are connected with the nature and Dust of Snow is one among them. Dear students, Dust of Snow is a poem. Poem is divided into two stanzas. Each stanza carries 4 lines. You can find that it is set only in single sentence. Though it is divided into 2 stanzas, but it is set in single sentence. You cannot find the punctuation marks in between the lines. You can find only the full stop at the end of a second stanza. Dear students, you must have heard in the society by many that there are bad omens that exist in the nature, and because of those bad omens, people have their bad luck. Because of those bad omens, people do not get their success. They have their bad luck. And in this poem, Robert Frost has brought out 2 things that exist in the nature. First is hemlock tree. Hemlock tree is always associated with the negative thing because named hemlock is a poison which is made up out of this tree, and it cannot be associated with the positive thing. Therefore, hemlock tree is always considered as, or it is considered as bad omens, and it is associated with the negative thing. And second thing he brings in this poem is a crow. You must have heard that people saying that crow does the work of a messenger that carries the news of someone's death. It gives the message of someone's death. If crow crows, people at once think in their mind, oh my God, this is a bad omen. Someone has died. This is what people think in their mind. But in this poem, Robert Frost tries to justify that there are nothing in the nature that should be considered as bad omen. Here Robert Frost tries to tell that because of these I have gained the happiness. Because of these my mood has changed. And the day that was going to be waste is saved because of these, and I have not wasted the remaining day. This is what Robert Frost is trying to tell. Students, I request you to take the textbook and go through the lines and see as I read and explain. So let us start. The week a crow shook down on me, the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. Here, Robert Frost has depicted the sceneries of a winter's day. In winter day, what happens? Snow falls, and in most of the tree he finds that snow is covered, and Robert Frost is walking under one such tree, that is the hemlock tree. And as he was walking under it, crow comes, and because of the movement of the crow, snow falls on his body. This is what Robert Frost has described in the first stanza. Now, he tries to tell that hemlock tree people considered always it as bad omens, because the named hemlock is also made up out of this tree. He brings out these two things beautifully. He is walking under a hemlock tree, and because crow comes on it, and because the movement of the crow, snow falls on the poet, that as he was walking under the hemlock tree. Now, in the second stanza, what happens to him? He has described it beautifully. So let us see the second stanza. Has given my heart a change of mood, and saved some part of a day a hard road. Beautifully he brings out that the movement that the crow has made, and because of it, the snowfall that has fallen on me has changed my mood, has gladdened me. This is what Robert Frost is telling. And his day that was not going smoothly is saved because of this movement, because of this sudden incident, that is the fall of a snow on Robert Frost. This particular incident has changed his mood, and the day and the remaining day is not going to be in waste. Rather, he has saved it because his mood has become all right. Dear students, Robert Frost is trying to tell that there are nothing in the nature that should be considered as bad omens, because I have received the happiness because of these two things. But today, society considered it as bad omens. But these two things have changed me because the crow has made its movement, and that has changed the remaining day. That has changed my mood, and I could save the remaining day that was supposed to be in waste. I have received the happiness out of it. This is what Robert Frost is trying to tell. It's very simple poem. You can understand as you read it. If you don't understand, go through the lines and see the video again and again. Thank you, students.